Give us the mental space on this year. Is this like a revenge year? Because we talked about how you had a terrible year, right? You only won the Gator Nationals and you only finished 4th in points. A terrible year for Erica, a great year for anybody else. But where's your attitude? Where are you coming into 2025?
Well, I'm going to try to repeat the headspace that I had coming out in 2022, where, they kind of coined the phrase, no more nice Erica. But, the fashion that we lost the championship in 2021, I was ready to prove some things. And then, last year, coming up to Gainesville this year, it's been a calendar year since we won a race. And that's kind of been unheard of for the last few years here at Elite Motorsports. So I'm ready to prove myself. I did not drive well. I had a new car last year, probably the worst report card professionally that I've turned in. So it wasn't something that I was proud of. But we also had some other things going on behind the scenes that maybe sound like excuses to some people, but to us, it was the most important thing in the world. So, Mark Ingersoll is healing up from his double lung transplant. Jake won't be on tour with us for the beginning part of this year as he's battling cancer and going through some serious chemo treatments. So those are two of our key players, and just things were really different in our camp, but we're doing the best that we can. I want to give huge kudos to Chase Freeman. Just a couple years ago, he was driving my truck and was my clutch guy on my race car. And since then, he's been pulling his weight as a crew chief. And with Mark's absence, he's taken the reins. And really proud of the workload that he's taken on. And I can see it in his face. It's a ton of stress, but he's performed awesome. He's a super smart guy. So everybody's pulling their weight. Anthony Lum is Jake's partner in the EFI tuning department. Aaron Stanfield has actually stepped up to the plate too. He's going to be helping with some EFI stuff until Jake returns. So, and Kyle Bates as well. So we've got a lot of moving parts and pieces, but yeah, long answer to your question. I am ready to get back out there, do maybe a little bit of proving, and when I have a slight chip on my shoulder, I tend to perform a little bit better. So pissed off Erica is a successful Erica. So we'll hopeful that my mind is where it was in 2022, and we'll come out swinging. But I'm ready to get that 50th win off of my back, and that way we can quit talking about it and I can move forward.
Yes. Well, exactly. It's okay, let's address it. Like, I've got this thing that I'm trying to do about not even addressing the negativity, right? Like, just blow it off, right? Yep. But when you give a reason, someone, if there's 100 people, like 5 of them are going to call that reason an excuse. But I can think of a couple of things. Like, we hung out in Norwalk, watched you pour a new seat, and you talked about how you were just not quite comfortable in the new car. Like, you had a world championship car, that car goes to someone else, you're in a new car. It always takes time. We saw other racers with new cars, try to get comfortable. It's just not the same. This is not the same. And that's a reason. But then Mark Ingersoll, like, come on. Like, the idea that wondering if one of your best friends is going to be okay isn't going to weigh on you, of course. And now with Jake, like the team, the elite family, all that. So anyway, I want to emphasize those thoughts because there is no way to perform exactly the same as you would. If you were, then there wouldn't be love. There would be inhuman if you'd be a robot. Now,
well, thank you for saying that. And it's so true. And I feel like that's kind of the lesson through the stress that we had last year was just that what we're doing in the whole grand scheme of life just really doesn't matter. And what matters is the people that we love the most that make our program successful. And that's what's unique about Elite Motorsports, and what makes it so coveted is you can't buy what we have. We have great team chemistry, and these guys are like family to each other and to me. And we choose to spend our free time together as well. When we have an off weekend, everybody that, is in Oklahoma will go do something fun, go to a concert, we vacation together. So the most important part of the puzzle, and I say that line a lot, is the people. And when something bad happens, you kind of rally together and you make the best of it. But all the prayers and well wishes are really appreciated, and I feel like the power of prayer is very significant. So I'm ready to have my boys back in the seats that they belong in, and I know that they're itching to be back at the track too. So thank you for saying that, Joe. I appreciate it.
Well, and